This is actually WPL run back. Kind of true. This is another. You know what? Another match for the books, folks. Another one.
Yeah. If people are keeping track of this rivalry throughout the years, this is another match to record.
I think Firestorm kind of has an overwhelming victory. Overwhelming Firestorm victory for now, but we'll see.
We'll see. Fortunes can change. Wumbo could take it back. I haven't really seen.
Go ahead.
I haven't really seen Firestorm play this all that much. I do know of his capabilities outside of that, though.
I've seen him a little bit.
Insane.
One kind of funny thing is I'm pretty sure Firestorm is currently playing TC on his little potato laptop with the graphics turned to 50% and as small as possible. And I don't know. I just think that's so endearing, you know? Like, we've all been there trying to play a game like Tetrio or TC with the graphics turned as slow as possible, just trying to make our way. Firestorm is like a man of the people.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Match of the ages. Both players with a 6-3 stack.
Yeah, Firestorm here with a bit of small misdrops, but
does a few
in phase one. It's not a in phase one misdrops not a huge deal. Generally,
no, not at all. Wumbo does have a bit of a high stack there, but it's definitely something that could just be easily down stacked.
Oh, Wumbo with the switchback.
Ooh, that's very good.
Oh, he didn't make the switchback. No, Wumbo.
Firestorm already in zone.
I think this is a pretty smart first zone from Firestorm. He is, of course, sort of a bit of a master of the back-to-back. You know.
Yeah.
Just a small 57 perfectress. You know, nothing to see.
50, only 57.
Only 57, dude. Straight up.
Looks like Wumbo tried to get more lines in there with some IRS, but just did not work in his favor. Both players in phase 2, though.
Firestorm here with a bit of a hamburgering going on. Hamburger, a bit of an advanced TSS setup where you just do like a little SZ dono. It's very cute. I'm a big hamburglar. Sound off if you're a hamburglar. We got Firestorm here with another zone, going a little crazy. 6 lines. Wumbo's zone.
Definitely playing more for efficiency here.
Firestorm definitely. In slow games. In slow games more than in fast games, but still in fast games, a super efficiency centric player. They're just super good at finding smart T-spins, finding these smart decisions to maximize their attack. Look at that counter four from Firestorm. Gonna send just a smidge extra to Wumbo. Forced to zone here. Born to stack.
Wumbo's got quite a bit of cheese. Unfortunately, doesn't really have anything to do to recover from that. Firestorm's gonna take game 1 here.
Yeah, what do you think this means for the rest of the set? I feel like that was a very long round.
Definitely tells me that neither player is going to really give up a round so easily. Definitely going to be a very close match, I think.
All right, and getting into this next match, this next round here, Firestorm kind of pumping towards what looks like a very healthy 6-3 stack. Look at this. Look at him go.
Ooh, Wumbo with a very nice 6-3 stack.
I think they're just going to get
in
to
the zone,
19?
using some IRS to get some extra lines there. Getting 58 attack, that's pretty impressive from a 19 lines.
A great 19 from Firestorm as well. Only going to be forced to accept a little bit in phase 2. That garbage is going to come in relatively clean as well.
Yeah.
Firestorm with a great prophecy there, setting up that T-spin at the bottom of their board. Wumbo sort of halfway up their board, but in a very healthy position. I think in TEC, you want to be like not all the way up, but also not all the way at the bottom. Because if you ever feel the need to pop your zone and you're like really, really far up, you can't really can't really zone very effectively. But you also can't zone effectively if you're only at the bottom, just because of how long it takes to build up attack.
Yeah, trying to get zone attack.
Ooh, Firestorm with a perfect clear in the middle of the zone right there.
Yeah, classic Firestormism. Gonna find a second PC.
Getting another perfect clear.
This is another Firestorm.
Ooh,
This is just a Firestorm day.
sending these spikes in phase 3. That's definitely huge because of how messy the garbage gets in this phase. My goodness.
Firestorm,
2 PCs right there.
That's the Firestorm, dude. You gotta stay in the know. This man has probably the most. Yeah, they have the most insane PC vision of possibly anybody.
Good to see that skill transferred.
Yeah. But now we're sort of back in the storied cheesy mid game. Both players fighting for position here.
Lots
And it
of
looks
cheese.
like Firestorm forced to zone yet again. But it's looking like a strong one.
A pretty decent down stack here.
13
13 lines, 31 attack.
Let's see if Wumbo is able to pump something even stronger out. They might just be able to get
42 attack. Still had to take a bit of garbage there, but that was some really clean playing.
I feel like whenever somebody zones, I'm like watching. It's not like my initial thought was like watching like really, really high level golf. But it's just kind of like you're watching and you're going like, ooh, that's a good one. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
This analogy is a little broken.
Ooh,
I'm sorry.
Firestorm starting off a zone with a perfect clear. Just going at it with perfect clears in the zone. That is some
46
that
attack
is
from 10 lines.
46 attack from 10 lines. That is some of the I'm sorry, that is some of the nuttiest
That was
zone
gnarly.
play I have ever seen throughout the entirety of playing. 46 attack from 10 lines. Oh my goodness.
And we see Wumbo here forced to accept so much of it, and
Just constantly
and gonna have to use the
this
zone yet
cheese.
again. And I think that's curtains for Wumbo this round. Look at all that cheese
Oh,
on their board.
yeah,
No
it is.
zone.
That last zone right there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, this is Firestorm's playground is when he's able to find a mid-game PC within the zone, or able to start off a zone with a PC. That's what you have to be extremely, extremely cautious of if you're playing against a player like Firestorm.
Yeah. That is... You know, I hadn't seen much from Firestorm, but thank God I haven't, because I was just... Oh my goodness, I was taken aback by that. Whew.
It's you know, first time watching Firestorm, you know? Nobody knows what to expect. You hear the legend.
I mean,
of,
it really goes to
guy.
show how well that skill set transfers into tech. That was some. Ooh, I'm
getting into
still.
the next match. Wumbo just, you know, just like one-shotting Firestorm like a OTK Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
Yeah. Wumbo definitely snapping back, showing that he's not gonna take this sitting down.
You ever think Wumbo plays against Firestorm, and then Wumbo will see Firestorm like find like 8 PCs in a row and go like, come on, what the heck? It's just like exasperated sigh, you know?
Yeah, I feel like that's the only reaction you can get when you get put against Firestorm and have to deal with that many perfect clears in a row. Ooh, starting off with an
Speaking of,
STSD.
Perfect clears. I feel like this is a board on Firestorm's end that could PC. We will see if I'm right, and I don't think I'm right. I don't think I will be. Oh my! Firestorm, what are you doing? Oh,
What are
that
these?
was so
Some of
fresh.
Ooh, that's an unfortunate misdrop.
Even though Firestorm misdropped that away, that setup was super, super fresh. But Wumbo,
Yeah.
no slacker at all either, with some great T-spins here at the bottom of their board, building a little bit of a power stack on top of their well. Gonna get 1 in 10. That's rough. Never want to see the 1 in 10.
Got the boomerang down on Wumbo's board.
That JL spin, depending on what side it's on, can be a huge lifesaver if you ever get that STSD, like really yucky garbage.
It's a really good escape plan from being really greedy. 48 attack from that zone. That's
some great
looking pretty good.
Initial rotation on Wumbo's part. Firestorm now forced to receive just a tad, about half a board's worth of garbage there.
It is going to be a bit messy since we have reached phase 3. I'm sure
Wumbo here with a really tall stack on top of his couple lines of cheese, just working his way down. Firestorm on the other end there.
Able to downstack that really well.
Firestorm just, I think, either not remembering to pop the zone there, or just not expecting to receive that amount of lines
Wumbo
in that moment.
Yeah.
Oh, Firestorm with a bit of a misdrop here in the first couple blocks placed, but it's no big. Probably considering like a sneaky count to 4 there on Firestorm's end. I see you, FF. I see you.
Always getting them sneaky Tetrises.
And now Firestorm back in a pretty good position, popping that zone quite early, I'd say, with a TST tower. I love Firestorm.
Firestorm's definitely getting really good efficiency from those. Ooh.
And just some great finds to clean this up. Are we gonna see a 20? Just gonna see an 18 there. I say quote unquote just. 18's very difficult. Started playing TEC like a week ago. It's just hard.
Yeah. Getting used to the zone definitely takes quite some time, but both of these players definitely know what they're doing when it comes to zone.
Firestorm with some great T-spin finds on the downstack. Gonna do a little bit of a Tetrio combo into the Tetris. Not gonna like multiply or anything, but you know, bit of a callback. That's a callback for all you Tetrio fans out there. Wumbo here, great zone.
Ooh, a bit of a misdrop there.
Oh no, but Wumbo is gonna find a huge attack. Firestorm
getting an ulti, 59 attack. That's a huge spike, and that's gonna be enough to top out Firestorm this round.
Oh man.
Oh, jeez, that was... Wumbo getting a quick turnaround here.
Yeah, Wumbo losing 3 rounds, and then... Or losing 2 rounds and then winning 3, and here we are.
Yeah.
Definitely a set that could go either way. Look at Firestorm's board right now. Squeaky clean. Especially after that counter 4.
Really?
Days are letting me know on some deep cut Team TSD lore. Wumbo has actually never beaten Firestorm in a Team TSD event. So if he does it here, that's time number 1.
Ooh, Wumbo really wanted to kick that L up and out to get on that right side, but it just did not work. SRS being the cruel mistress it is.
Classic SRS.
You've never played Guideline unless you've had.
You haven't lived unless SRS.
You haven't lived unless you've fucked up with SRS before.
It's true.
It's an unfortunate truth, and it's a rite of passage.
Firestorm here, getting back into the match, finding some great T-spins. Probably gonna make this O donation. Really good stuff. And opening himself back up with another donation. That was so fresh.
Ooh, these are so clean. These T-Spits. Oh my goodness. Some really high damage there. Wumbo has to do something now or else suffer a huge phase 3 spike, which is just a one-way ticket to a cheese tasting session.
Yo, Wumbo on his way
looks
to
like
the
he's gonna accept
winery
that,
right
actually.
now for his wine and cheese session. On
Ben
his
calling
way
out
to
Baser
the,
for
to
being
the
wrong.
vineyard. You know what? We're coining a new name for this one. To the vineyard he goes.
Get that on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, 3-3 here. This is a very, very close set.
Yeah, this is definitely going to last for quite some time. I feel like this could get to the final game, game 13.
Oh, Wumbo gonna do some skims after some really good pressure. Misdraw, but you know he's gonna pop the zone and thinking about this TST, thinking about the C.
I can't. Oh, yep, there it is. There's
gonna
the
find it. Oh, but the TP gets stuck.
Zone ends before that could happen. Still has a chance to lose the garbage,
did the zone
but,
end because the timer ran out, or because Wumbo or did he mess up the thing?
It seems like he messed up the initial rotation there. Oh, Wumbo going with the 4 wide.
Oh,
going into zone with the 4 wide.
Oh, not gonna find a huge combo. This is not looking like a super strong zone, although, you know, I could be wrong. Only 34
attack. The combo tables, as I previously mentioned, have been nerfed in the zone, so unfortunately Wumbo wasn't able to get a lot of damage out of that, but it's still enough to survive. Firestorm's board, though, is in a bit of a precarious state.
That zone from Wumbo was just enough to live, and then he was able
Bring
to
the pressure back.
enough pressure to force Firestorm to the top of their board. And now Firestorm, you know, back relatively decent position, but with a lot of cheese on that board.
Indeed.
Let's see what happens here. Firestorm finding some more cheese spins. Just another day in the Firestorm life.
Yeah, just taking it like it's nothing.
And getting to 14, only 28 attack, forced to tank another half board of cheese. And this is kind of the life you live when you play TEC.
Yeah.
It's just cheese and cheese and cheese, especially in TEC. But it's never not a bad thing. Bad if you're lactose intolerant. You heard it here first, folks. It's the very first time we've ever said that joke.
Real. I expected that joke to come up several times.
You know what? Let's get a supercut of every time we've ever said a lactose intolerance joke on Team TSD. Anyways, we see here Wumbo with a bit of not great board position. Counted up to 4, but look at this board. He's not going to be able to find very much attack out of it. It's only 19, but no! Firestorm,
a bit of a misdrop on Firestorm. Oh no! Ooh, that is not a good way to... That's not a good way to end that round.
Get down!
That misdrop was lethal. Look at this score. 4-3. This is a really close matchup. Alright.
Alright, and now we are Wumbo with the slight advantage.
Interesting. Good J-spin to save the stack there. Firestorm's gonna enter the zone.
See what happens here. Firestorm with a really strong board state, entering the zone. Great 3 wide. They're gonna...
Wumbo using IRS to 19? Really save it. Really save his stack. Gets that ulti. Really good initial rotation from Wumbo.
But still, both players just left in a pretty even position, gaming-wise, you know. And Firestorm kind of clapping back.
Wumbo had a pretty high stack there, but was really clean, so it's definitely not hard to recover from that.
Firestorm working towards the bottom of their board and gonna make that interesting 180. I don't super know what the ramifications of that 180 was, but it was quite neat. It was quite cool. And in the end, that's kind of what we all strive to be. It's a little cool.
Yeah. Style points.
Firestorm,
That's all that matters.
Firestorm truly a gamer of the people, is what I'm saying. But
Yes.
not a gamer of the perfection.
Ooh.
Gonna tank so much garbage here.
That's some severe phase 3 damage. That was a lot to take in. It's really hard. It's really hard to try and survive from something like that. Wumbo's now 2 games ahead of Firestorm here.
That's pretty crazy, I think. I mean, both players doing a great job with this in this set of keeping the other player on their toes, for sure.
Firestorm able to get a bit of garbage early on to Wumbo. Wumbo doesn't really have access to it. He's going to have to do quite a bit of downstacking in order to gain access. Which he does. Manages to turn it into an 8-1.
Oh, Firestorm with popping his zone with a really nice stack. You know, I feel like Firestorm just kind of does that. Like, they have just like the chops to find like really good positions to start their zones in. And we find another Perfectress from Firestorm. Some great damage. Wumbo with a pretty
Like
funky looking 4 wide, but yeah, not gonna be able to find their whole way down, but just able to escape that situation without too much trouble.
Ooh, does it?
Oh, a rough one on Wumbo's board there. Gonna count that up to 4, and now fishing for the eyepiece. No, Wumbo.
Ooh, very precarious. But Wumbo
attack.
seems to have gotten the hang of initial rotation. Definitely useful when you're high up on your stack. A lot of players.
I think it's super neat that oh no, Firestorm. That as the set goes on, we can see the players kind of like getting more and more comfortable, not only with the controls but the slight nuances of the game TEC. With regards to like IRS and stuff.
But the 4 wide into zone, that's a very interesting play. 41. Very
huge attack. Firestorm only half a zone charge to get there, and just opting to maximize their line count. Gonna tank a whole lot of garbage there.
That's gonna be a lot of garbage for Firestorm to tank. It's gonna require a lot of proficient down stacking.
Not gonna get their IPs not quite in time.
Doesn't have enough. Looks like Wumbo's taking this to match point. Firestorm's gonna have to bring back quite a bit here.
Not to say that Firestorm can't do it, you know.
Of course.
I've thrown leads worse than this.
Ooh, that's a bit of a misdrop there for Wumbo, but seems to have recovered from it just fine.
Firestorm here with a really nice prophecy on that T-spin. Find another T-spin. Gonna pop their zone, and it's back to this song and dance. Oh, that donation was so high. What?
Yeah, that's some good stuff right there. Ooh,
finding a great STSD as well. 17, I think, only gonna get to 17 lines.
49 attack though. Wumbo doesn't really have much to counter with.
I mean, Wumbo's zone
managed to do it very nicely with that zone right there.
Just able to like shave off so much of that attack and be able to see to live another day. And right
Wumbo
here
is very high up right now.
Yeah, Wumbo high up. Firestorm kind of where they are the most comfortable, like midway up their stack, trying to make as many T-spins as they possibly can. Not quite in phase 3 yet, so Firestorm will still have a pretty good amount of clean garbage to work with.
Oh, there.
That's a rough misdrop on Firestorm's part, and Forces had
Manages
so
to
much
still get the
time.
T-spin out of it. But that was a lot of
Yeah.
time wasted in the zone trying to fix that. It's something you don't really want to be doing, because zone is very important. Managed to get a
46
good
attack.
46 attack, though.
Yeah, for
We'll have to
sure.
see what Wumbo counters with. Definitely has plenty of time to get it.
No. Wumbo unable to get that eyepiece in during the zone. Just like when the eyepiece clips, it's like when you stub your toe on
Yeah.
like, the corner of the table. You
Yeah,
know?
it
Straight up, it's
hurts a lot.
It's a unfortunate feeling. But even with a stubbed toe, Wumbo going a little crazy here, sending Firestorm all the way up to the top. Firestorm forced to zone.
Firestorm does not have a lot of room to make errors. Managed to counter the damage that was sent to him, but Wumbo still has plenty of room to make more. With this next zone, this could definitely push this match into Wumbo's favor.
And
Ooh,
Firestorm misdrops that as well. This is a very scary
Able
situation
to-
for Firestorm. He only
able
has
to
a
clean that
quarter
up.
zone, and
yeah,
he has
quarter zone is.
he has a full board of garbage coming his
Has-
way. or coming
yeah,
their way,
no,
and
that's
just
game.
it.
Wow.
Wumbo taking it 7-3 over Firestorm. which is
Wow.
a-
Some really good plays from both players there, though.
Mhm.